Welcome to The Week in Gear, the show in which I rank the most exciting guitar gear released in the last 7 days, all the way up to my pick of the week. So if you're a gear addict like me, make sure to subscribe. This week, we finally get to see a PRS Silver Sky SE with a maple fretboard, and there's an Epiphone semi-hollow announced that does not have Dave Grohl's name attached to it. But more about that in a little bit. First, let's talk about this week's sponsor. Bidding is now open on the latest auctions at guitarauctions.co.uk. So I thought I would bring you some stuff that I think you should not bid on, because I want to bid on them myself. Firstly, this parts caster is made up of various Fender parts, including Fender custom shop pickups, and is estimated to go for between £400 and £600. Could be the bargain of the auction. So please don't bid on that. While you're at it, don't bid on this Vox Standard 25 guitar from 1981. It's estimated to go for between £100 or £200, and it's my birthday this week, so this would be a cheap way for me to finally get a birth year guitar. The 3-day auction starts on the 14th of June, and if you don't live in the UK, don't worry, you can bid online and Gardiner Houlgate will assist you with the shipping. Register to bid at guitar-auctions.co.uk. There's a clickable link in the video description. Number 4 this week is a bass, a very sparkly bass. Not long after My Chemical Romance have announced that they have reunited, Fender have released the Mikey Way Signature Jazz Bass. It has an older body in silver sparkle finish, vintage-style 70s single-coil jazz bass pickups, a black gloss headstock, vintage-style hardware, and a 9.5-inch radius maple fingerboard with black blocks and binding. If you don't know who My Chemical Romance is, who cares? Look at it. Jazz bass, silver sparkle finish with black blocks and binding. I'm not a bassist, but I find this highly desirable, and just based on looks alone, really. I can't play bass. I don't even know if I like the jazz bass shape. This peels my banana. It's limited edition, it's made in Mexico, and it will set you back around $1,499. So it ain't cheap, but it is sparkly. And did I mention it has black blocks and binding? Links to this in the video description, of course. Taking 3rd place this week is a new Fuzz pedal. Whew! I haven't talked about Fuzz for a little while, and I was almost starting to come out in hives. This is the new custom shop hybrid Fuzz from MXR, an all-analog fuzz face pedal combining preset silicon and germanium clipping options. It has just 2 knobs, volume and fuzz, and MXR claim it responds well to the guitar volume control. I haven't tested it, that's just what they said on their website. I did check out the release video, however, and it really looks like some trippy pedal, although a lot of the lifting in the sound demo is being done by a reverb. I love the way it looks, and the artwork is done by One Horse Town. It looks very psychedelic 60s band poster. So it came at no surprise that this is the same illustrator responsible for the Jimi Hendrix mini pedals. The hybrid Fuzz will set you back around $169 and is available worldwide on June 26th. I really need to try this Fuzz because I don't have a fuzz face on my board, and I do feel that I need one. But I find that fuzz faces sometimes lack a little bit of girth in the bottom end, so this could be something for me. The price puts it a little bit cheaper than an official fuzz face, but just like the fuzz face, the lack of tone knob kind of puts me off a little bit. Epiphone are back again this week for number 2 with a new semi-hollow electric. Emily Wolfe has a new signature Sheraton, this time in white. Dubbed the White Wolfe, this Sheraton has a layered maple body with a maple block, a glued-in mahogany neck with a 22-fret Indian Laurel fretboard. There's a Graphtec nut, Grover tuners, Epiphone Locktone stop bar and Tunematic bridge, Epiphone El Nico Classic Pro humbuckers with CTS pots, and a hard case. Like the Trini Lopez and the Dave Grohl Gibsons, the White Wolfe has diamond holes rather than regular F-holes, which certainly sets it aside from a standard Sheraton. Emily has also opted for a master tone rather than one for each pickup. I kind of fell in love with the original black Sheraton from Emily and Epiphone, and I still don't know why I didn't pick one up. It's probably something to do with black guitars not looking great on camera, but I love white guitars, and I really could see me picking up one of these if it weren't for one thing. Epiphone are pricing the White Wolf in the US at $899, and if you look at the Sweetwater website, that's the price you get. It's the same as the black one. However, over here in Europe, Thomann and Music Store have the new model at around 1,050 euros compared to the black one at around 900 euros, which is an upcharge of over 16%. If you're in the UK, Andertons is charging 2.5% more for the new one, which I think is more okay. But why is this guitar so much more expensive in Europe? Is someone being greedy, or is there some hidden cost that we don't know about? Or is it something to do with needing to stick to a recommended price in the US and, ironically, being more of a Wild West over here in Europe, in the UK? If you know anything about that, please leave a comment in the comments section.
Andy's Pick of the Week!
My pick of the week is this new PRS SE range of Silver Skies with maple fretboards. Yes, the more affordable John Mayer PRS Strat is a rumor no longer. It comes in overland grey, nylon blue, and the beautiful Summit purple. It's got a poplar body with a bolt-on maple neck and maple fretboard, of course. That's why we're talking about it. That's got 22 frets and an 8.5-inch radius, which is the same as the Rosewood PRS SE, but the actual American PRS is 7.25, which is not for me. We're also looking at a 2-point tram and the 653JM pickups that you also find in the Rosewood model, and this comes with a gig bag. Now, few people haven't heard of the PRS Silver Sky SE, but is it a Strat copy or is it something more? And that's probably a question for another video, but it certainly does what a Strat does, and even more closely now that you can get one with a maple neck. So, why is this my pick of the week? Honestly, I love the Silver Sky shape. There are so many, thousands, tens of thousands possibly, Strat copies in the world, and somehow some of those make the Strat look worse. And I think the Silver Sky takes the Strat shape and makes it look sleeker and more modern without going too far from the classic Strat shape. At $849, again in the US, these maple neck versions are coming in at the same price as the Rosewood models. But over here in Europe, the Rosewood models are just under 1,000 euros, whereas the maple neck versions are just over 1,100 euros. Again, if you know why this is, please let me know in the comments section. And by the way, the Summit Purple has absolutely captured my heart. And if you're watching this on day of release, it's my birthday. Just saying. I'd love to know what you think of the gear released this week, and as always, there are links in the video description for up-to-date pricing in your region and if you want more information on anything mentioned in this video. If you enjoyed this and you want to be kept up to date on all new guitar gear, go ahead and click there to subscribe, ring that bell, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye!